Hi, I'm John Barron, Democratic candidate for governor of Maryland. I want to thank Maryland's Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority for this opportunity to discuss critical issues facing our state. First, let me say a bit about who I am and why I'm running. I'm a former nonprofit executive. Before that, I headed roughly $1 billion technology program in the Clinton administration. I've been an appointee of Democratic and Republican presidents and twice confirmed by the Senate. I've gotten major federal legislation enacted into law that's benefited Maryland and many other states. The reason I'm running for governor is that Maryland is not making progress on major problems that damage the lives of millions of people, and I'm offering a fundamentally different approach. In education, for instance, more than a quarter of middle school students in our state can't read at a basic level. More than a third can't do basic math. Those numbers are no different than they were 20 years ago. More than 500,000 Marylanders live below the poverty line, and we've made no progress reducing the poverty rate in over 30 years. Low and moderate income Marylanders have seen stagnant wages since the 1980s as income inequality has soared. Racial inequities persist in all of these areas. Our state can't just keep doing the same thing we've been doing for decades, rolling out one unproven government program after another and expect a different result. That hasn't brought progress, and it won't, for a simple reason. Many programs, no matter how well-intentioned they are, just don't work, as we've seen too often when the results are measured. So to make progress, we have to expand programs that don't just sound like good ideas, but have been tested in the real world and shown to make a big difference in people's lives. That's been the mission of my career and of the bipartisan reforms that I've gotten enacted into law. Now it's time to bring this evidence-based approach that I've spearheaded to Maryland. So when I'm the governor of Maryland, we're going to do what's proven to work, like providing high-quality tutoring to every struggling first and second grader in the entire state of Maryland, because that has been shown to move them up toward grade level early before their problems become serious in later grades. It's also the most effective tool we have to address COVID-related learning loss. We're going to do this by engaging the community, including retirees and recent college graduates, to become tutors for a modest stipend as a public service. To address the wealth and poverty gap in our state, we will partner with businesses across Maryland to provide effective job training to every young adult in our state who wants to advance. If it's done right, job training can be extremely effective. It's been shown to increase earnings as much as 40%. But the key is to focus that training on industries that are fast growing, like IT and healthcare, and also to work hand in hand with local employers who provide paid internships to the trainees. So under my plan, the state will pay for the training, the businesses pay for the internships, our economy gets skilled workers, everybody benefits. To address the school to prison pipeline, we are going to expand highly effective programs for youth who are at risk of gang involvement or criminal activity and create alternatives to incarceration. Programs like functional family therapy for justice-involved youth. Many of these young people come from families where there may be intense negativity and little communication between parents and children. Functional family therapy provides parent training and communication skills to the parents and the children, and it's been shown to reduce criminal activity by 35%. I'll also bring this evidence-based approach to how we address COVID. Cases and hospitalizations are down right now, but here's what the evidence says. If we don't get all eligible Marylanders vaccinated and boosted, we are at risk of new waves of COVID. That's why I was the first candidate in this race to call for vaccine requirements for all teachers, healthcare workers, state employees, and students 16 and older. And when I'm governor, we'll open up vaccine clinics in schools across the state to ensure that kids are getting and keeping up with their vaccinations with parental consent. These are just a few examples of what I would do as governor. But here's the key theme. If we simply continue on our current course, we're going to be here in another 20 years. Nothing will have changed. To make progress, we have to zero in on solutions that are tested and shown effective. That's why I'm running for governor. Let's do what works.